With that, let's take a look at some of our coastal bend races. District 27 incumbent Michael Cloud fought off a challenger. In District 34, Republican Eric Flores will face incumbent Vicente Gonzalez in November.
As we mentioned, Congressman Vicente Gonzalez secured the Democratic ticket.
Yeah, and our Josh Maxwell visited with him about what's next facing challenger Republican Eric Flores.
I'm right here with Congressman Vicente Gonzalez, and he is still touting a roughly 20-point lead over his opponent. Now, one thing I did want to talk about, obviously, Congressman Gonzalez, this is not your first rodeo, but redistricting did kind of change things for you. Talk to me about kind of just how you overcame that.
Yeah, well, we're redistricted, and this is my third map in a decade. We won, obviously, handedly by between 20 and 25 points. We intend to do it again this November. They redistricted us into Nueces County, but Corpus Christi is my hometown where I was born and raised, so it's coming home for me. I'm very connected to the people here, to the issues that are concerning for the most of the citizens, and we're ready to get to work.
Obviously a clear home field advantage, and so how have you noticed the needs of your constituents kind of evolve over the years?
Yeah, well, times have changed, right? Over the past decade, the economy evolves, times evolve. We're living a very different time from pre-COVID to post-COVID to now, the conflicts that are happening around the world in Iran and other places in the Middle East and around the world that are huge concerns for us. They're especially concerns locally here. We want to make sure our Naval Air Station and our Corpus Christi Army Depot are vibrant and that we create more jobs and sustain the ones we have. We're going to work to assure that this administration fully funds or fully helps fund a desalination operation or something to assure that we have water for today, tomorrow, and for generations to come. For Corpus Christi, for industry, to continue growing the population and assure that there's a lot of good paying jobs here.
And when it comes to the topic of water, I know you represent many counties in South Texas, but for Corpus Christi, our water needs tend to stand out more than some. What are some water needs that you've noticed here that may be different in other places that you represent?
Yeah, well, we export a lot of energy from Corpus Christi, and we export about $2.5 billion every 3 days. So the energy operations that happen in Corpus Christi are not only important to people in Corpus or Nueces County, they're important to the country and to the world. And we need to bring national attention to this concern and assure that we have the federal resources to guarantee that we have the operations for industry and for the population growth that we need to sustain the growth into the future, which means we need to look for intelligent ways to create more water, to conserve water, and to assure we can continue growing our economy.
And I know the Port of Corpus Christi obviously acting as a huge nexus for a lot of that growth and development. What are some things that you're looking to kind of just bring more of to Corpus Christi so that way we can keep that forward momentum going?
Yeah, so I've been working with the Port of Corpus Christi for almost 10 years, way before I ever thought I would be running here, way before the maps were ever changed by politicians in Austin and in Washington. Corpus Christi is obviously my hometown. It's been always near and dear to me, so when Corpus Christi showed up and Nueces County showed up and the Port of Corpus Christi showed up to my office, my doors were always wide open and we were ready to help, and we've been working on issues that were outside of my district because they were here in Corpus, and we're going to continue doing that. We're going to resolve the problems that we have in terms of water shortage, and we're also going to resolve the problems that we have on the military base here to assure that we continue bringing more industry. I think we can bring AI projects, I think we can bring drone projects, I think there's other industries that are being created every day that can supplant some of the losses we've had in helicopter maintenance and other types of industries that have left this region. We've lost over 5,000 jobs, and there's about 1,000 more on the chopping block. We want to stop any more job loss, and we want to try to bring some of those job losses back to the Corpus Christi area.
I know another top initiative is home affordability and just finding a decent place to live, but also I know homes require water, so how are you going to navigate that delicate balance of bringing more water to the coastal bend, but also bringing more affordable housing here as well?
Right, well, water is, we've got to look for these ways. We need to conserve water, we need to bring water, whether it's desalinating brackish water, or desalinating seawater, and finding other water resources. And also when we have huge rains and storms, we need to have the capacity to store some of that water. So it's not just production and desalination, it's also conservation. But those are the kind of things that we need to assure that we can continue growing our economy here locally. Those are the issues that I want to shed light on in Washington assure that enough federal investment comes to the area, infrastructure investment that creates more high-paying jobs, that creates a place that is a pleasure to live in.
Right. Thank you so much, Congressman Gonzalez. I really appreciate it.
Thank you, Josh. And to the Nueces County Commissioner race, Brent Chesney is keeping his seat on the court.
That's right. Chesney won the Republican primary for Precinct 4, beating challenger Michael Hall with more than 70% of the vote.
No, I'm really encouraged. You had Governor Abbott and Governor Patrick that were on the ballot for the primary, but were not in competitive races. They're going to get real serious about it in the fall. The party's going to get real serious about it in the fall, and I think it's going to be a battle for sure. But we're going to have some great candidates in the fall, and I look forward to a really strong fall season for the Republican Party.
Chesney added he looks forward to continuing to improve services and amenities here in South Texas.